So this is the second week that I'm recording this vlog. Really, the reason why I started this was to document my journey that I'm going through in my entrepreneur journey, because what I know is I've learned the most from others that have shared their story as they've gone through and they've built businesses, or whether it's what they've gone through in their own lives, whether it's in their relationship or whether it's with their friends, or just from a personal development point of view. It's really helped me to learn from others and learn from their growth and learn from the journeys that they've been through. So I wanted to do the same because I know there are others out there that are on the path and that are looking to learn from people that are not 100 steps ahead of them, but are just 10 steps ahead of them. And I really feel that my entrepreneurial journey is still in its infancy stage. I mean, I've only been doing this for 2 years. Prior to this, I worked in the advertising industry and I was there for 14 years. So this is a completely new journey for me. And I feel like I'm kind of starting again, and I really have had to learn a lot, and I've had to reinvent myself. I had to really change my identity from what it was before to what it is now, and I think it's kind of evolving. And I think that sharing the journey is going to help others, and that's really what I wanted to do. That was the intention behind this YouTube channel, and it's meant to be real, it's meant to be raw, it's meant to be vulnerable, because I feel that I've been able to connect better with other individuals that have done the same, and I know that there are others out there that feel the same way as I do. So I wanted this to be that. So me and this week has been quite challenging. Earlier in this week, I meant to have a meeting with a big client of mine, and we were meant to kind of confirm and go ahead with the work that we'd started last year. They unfortunately said that they were not able to proceed for a few reasons, which really knocked me off. I mean, it's been something I've been waiting for this meeting for a while now. But very quickly after that, told me that there was a meeting that I could have with someone else within the business, and I did have that after I was meant to meet with these individuals. I now have an opportunity to pitch on the business, which is happening on Monday, which is in 2 days' time. So it's amazing how that happened, and then soon after that I had this other opportunity come my way. So I'm really excited about that. I've been working with a partner on this. So we're going in and we're presenting to them on Monday, and we'll see how it goes. But I do think that there's a massive opportunity there, hopefully be able to capitalize on it. And I do have a few other new business meetings lined up for next week. And that was not always the case, because since I started the business, I was always worried about would I be able to service new business if it came in? Would I be able to provide a high level of quality service? Would I be able to do all of these things by myself? And I really had to change that mindset. I had to change that thinking, because it was limiting my growth. And what I've realized is individuals that have been able to grow successful businesses know, firstly, that the key to their businesses is marketing and sales. At least when they're first starting off, marketing and sales is critical, and that is to attract customers, to bring them in, and then to do a great job, of course. But that's not going to happen if you're not getting people through the door. And I've been holding myself back, because I've always thought to myself, if I bring in too many clients, I wouldn't be able to service them. And the truth is, if you are able to bring new clients in, what are you going to do? You're going to find someone to help you with that. So your team will effectively grow. And it seems so obvious talking about it now, but back then, I really didn't feel like that was even an option. It wasn't a viable option. And I have changed my thinking around that. So hence, when I'm going in next week, I'm going with a potential partner. Her and I have been talking about working together a little bit more over the last, I would say, maybe month and a half. So we're going to see how that goes and see how the relationship goes with this client, and hopefully we get to do more work together. And yeah, I mean, that goes from really worried about where things were at the beginning of the week to presenting to a new client next week. And in fact, I've got another 3 new business meetings lined up for next week, so I'm excited about that. And that came about simply having more conversations. So just going out there, having conversations, leveraging my network, telling other people about what I do, and through that's now materialized into new potential opportunities. And that's one of the things that doesn't end, is, as I'd spoken about in my previous video, where I had to change my limiting belief around how much volume it actually takes. So I thought, having 10 meetings in the space of about 2 months was a good thing. And Paul on the Civitas group told me that, he was having 10 meetings every single week. And it really reset my perception around the level of volume that's required in order to grow your business. Is you really need to be putting in the reps, and you need to be doing a lot of it. So even though meetings are set up, that needs to happen on a continuous basis. You constantly need to be doing outreach, and you need to be getting out there and getting your name out there. And I found one of the most successful things for me is really to be having conversations. So having one-on-one meetings, having coffee meetings, setting up meetings, telling people about what you do, and more that needs to happen. So I will share an update next week after these 4 meetings and let you know how they've gone. But I'm feeling quite optimistic about them, and we'll see what kind of happens with them. On the personal front, that pain in my shoulder is still there that I mentioned last week. So I had a sports massage this week. It was absolute torture, and the individual who did it said that it's going to take 4 sessions just to get the knots out of my back. So I'm really not looking forward to that, and the pain is absolutely excruciating, but it's necessary. And it's due to the terrible posture that I have sitting in front of a computer and doing that for who knows how many hours every single day. So that's the one unfortunate thing, but hopefully I'm able to get those knots out, and it's able to release some of the tension. And hey, maybe it's also the stress and the anxiety from running a business that's contributing factor to that. I wouldn't be surprised about it. And this weekend, spend some time with the family again, and taking my boy on a mountain bike ride on Sunday. And that's because we've got a race coming up at the beginning of March. So we got to prepare for that, and we haven't been doing as much mountain biking over the last few months. So we really need to be doing it every single week in order to get ourselves prepared. So it'll be that and preparing for the new business meetings next week. So with that, that's the update for this week, and I look forward to providing another update in another week. Cheers.